So I'm busy being told what I'm going to have to do, and I cannot wait. I relish the opportunity to cook with this kitchen goddess as we South Africans, I think, celebrate our heritage in the best possible way. This Heritage Day, we are cooking and we are eating. Yes, we will braai as well, but we can get in the kitchen and we love it. So my question is not what you will be braaiing, but rather what you will be baking. We're going to spice it up a little bit with something truly beautiful. Our food culture sprinkled with baked treats. We know that, and we really love to have our sweet tooth expressed on the show with one of the sweetest of them all. It's Jenny Morris. We're going to celebrate in the kitchen as she bakes a SASKO Naartjie Cake topped with a Hum Glaze. How many boxes have we ticked in one session? First of all, you're amazing. Thank you so much,
Well,
Ronnie.
thank you, my sweetheart.
This is beautiful. This is
Isn't it
amazing.
gorgeous?
This is the Naartjie. It's a part of our heritage.
It's a Naartjie.
It's a Naartjie.
A Naartjie.
Okay, so first of all, explain to us, expand on what we are making this morning.
All right, it is a little Naartjie cake. Whether you say Naartjie or Naartjie, it is purely South African. You won't find a Naartjie overseas.
For sure.
With SASKO flour, which I think is part of our heritage, over 80 years old.
Yeah, no, it's part of our history, man.
It is our history here. So basically, it's just wet and dry.
Okay.
So what I would like you to do is I'm going to fling in that. Just follow me. Take the sugar. Stop being a lazy child now.
Just some gooi.
Yes, gooi, baby. So we've got our sugar, and this is Naartjie peel. What you do, got to take away the zest. The zest and leave the pith, because the pith is bitter.
Okay.
Look at that gorgeousness.
Just the peel.
And then
beautiful colour as well.
It is. It's so vibrant. And this is your what do you call it? Raising agent. Baking powder. Okay. Cool. So let's just give this a quick. You do that. Okay. And just mix it all up nicely. And I'm going to give you some oil. I love an oil-based cake because it lasts longer. Okay. Well, that's certainly what I think.
Oh man, I love that.
And can you smell that? And it's beautiful.
Bursts.
Yeah. That's it. Give me some muscle power, baby. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And this Naartjie juice, I'd like to quaff it, but it's got to go into the
I thought that might be the Hum. I was like, no.
No, I know about you, so I've already mixed it into the glaze.
But that's delicious, and this is, oh man, the citrus explosion.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah. Beautiful.
And then,
I love it.
Of course.
So as Jenny said, the SASKO, which she is now delving into, they've been around for 80 years. Pretty much doesn't get more South African than them, I think. And we know that obviously you love making your incredible breads.
Yes.
But cake just as good. It's amazing how I think SASKO's incorporated themselves, or we've incorporated SASKO into our lives.
Exactly. It's something you grow up with. I think it's going to make your life a lot easier.
Thank you.
All right, give Mommy that. I'll sort that out.
There we go.
There we go. So in with our beautiful flour.
Okay.
Keep going, and then just keep folding it in. I don't like to overwork the flour, but you don't want big lumps springing up all over the show as well.
It's quite a nice kind of dense.
It's gorgeous,
cake.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Look.
I love the fact that our Naartjie is being here. I think a firm favourite among most South African of homes, but it's really nice to bring it into a cake, which I haven't seen before.
Now, what I'm going to do is I like to separate the eggs and put some egg white into it, and this is going to break it down a little bit more. I'm going to give you about a third of this. No, don't stare now. You're going to fold.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, show off. He knows how it's done. Okay, sweetheart, just kind of fold that in and sort of bring it over. There we go. Do you get the idea? He's getting it right.
I'm
loving it. You see, it's already starting to soften.
Does, yeah.
And you could also use a metal spoon. A metal spoon is also quite nice because it doesn't knock the air out of it. The whole idea here is not to knock the air out of the egg whites. Okay. Look how beautiful that looks. I can make your life so much easier. Because we're obviously not going to bake this one because I've got one baked already.
Thank you so much. Okay, so you continue to fold.
You just continue to fold.
And this is where you imbue the love into your beautiful Naartjie cake. Okay, so for our base, this will obviously then get folded in, pop it into the oven for how long?
This one goes for about 40 minutes, but it depends on your oven. On the middle shelf, it depends on whether it's a thermo, then it's sort of 180.
How would you test? Is it the same knife
skewer?
in?
Not, you'd rather use a skewer, because if it's not ready, you put a knife in it, you're making a big hole.
Okay,
and
that's going to...
all that beautiful lightness goes out of it.
The steam out. Okay. Beautiful stuff. And then we're going to move on to our glaze.
Our glaze, which is fantastic. Look at this.
And this is where you can start having a lot of fun. The keyword here is SASKO to 33728 if you want to create this beautiful Naartjie cake. Or do it. You are glaze baying. And obviously the Van Hum makes, you want to slow-mo that actually and put that on your Instagram.
Look at that.
And I like the fact that it's a little bit rustic, that you want to kind of just let it flow so you get some thicker...
We are South Africans, we are rustic.
Completely.
You know,
okay, so while we circle our glaze, I don't know what the official term is, you can take a look at how we arrived at our final end result here, where we put the finishing touches on this beauty.
It's good, yeah.
SASKO, baking together since 1930. The sweet and tart citrus blend of Naartjie and vanilla is a fresh and traditional flavor bomb in the SASKO Naartjie Cake topped with a Hum Glaze. This cake would make a wonderful dessert for any meal or tea time treat. So, to get started with a cake, whip 6 egg whites to stiff peaks and set aside. Next, mix together 125 ml of Naartjie juice and 125 ml of hot water in a large bowl. Add 2 cups of sugar and a half a cup of finely chopped Naartjie peel, zest only without the pith, and stir together well. Add the 6 beaten egg yolks to the bowl, followed by 250 ml of oil, and give it a good stir. Then, to a sieve, add 2 cups of SASKO cake wheat flour, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, and a pinch of salt, and sift together into a separate bowl. Next, mix the flour mixture into the egg mixture, and then add in a few spoons of the whipped egg whites. Once mixed in, gently fold in the remaining egg whites. Divide the mixture between 2 lined and greased cake tins and bake at 170 degrees Celsius for about 40 to 45 minutes. Then, to get started with a Hum Glaze, add 250 grams of sifted icing sugar to a bowl, along with 2 tablespoons Naartjie juice, 1 tablespoon finely chopped Naartjie peel, and 2 tablespoons of Hum liqueur. Whisk to combine, adjusting the icing sugar and liquid until you get your desired consistency, and spoon the glaze over the cake. This cake is delicious served slightly warm. Just before serving, garnish with pretty edible flowers and slices of caramelized Naartjie over the cake.
All right, so we're going to dot our little slices. Does this go back in once the glaze is on, or do you just let that set and
if
eat
it?
it?
If you're nice to me, I shall give you a nice big wedge.
I will. I've been very nice to you this entire time. I'm trying to like emulate, but it's absolutely amazing.
Own it, darling, own it.
I love it. I'm going to send to them. Oh, and it's so delicious. There's lots of.
Give me a knife.
There's lots of delicious finger licking going on. The keyword here is SASKO to 33728, Jen. I've got to ask tomorrow. We are expressing our heritage in the best way possible by creating delicious things.
Yes.
What is going down at the Cape Quarter on the flame?
On the flame with Jenny Morris at the Cape Quarter. We want you to come and make a SASKO brekkie with me. We're going to be having a braai competition. It's going to be cooking duck. Yes, duck is such a challenge on a braai, and we're going to make braai brekkies. We'll give our contestants, it's competition with those sandwiches. They can either do it like a big fat open sandwich one, I'll make some SASKO dough, or they can use SASKO sliced bread, and they can finish. You've got to surprise me and make my mouth love me, because I'm also one of those judges.
I want to say that she's a tough cookie, but she is very generous and forgiving, so I think she will absolutely love whatever your braai brekkie is. But go out there, put yourself to the test. This looks amazing.
Yes. So they can come and support the teams at 9 o'clock. From 9 o'clock at the Cape Quarter in Greenpoint. You like it, darling?
Oh my goodness, that is amazing.
This is mommy love.
It's so good. Again, the keyword is SASKO to 33728, and you can be enjoying this delicious Naartjie and Van Hum special. It's beautiful. I have to have another one, sorry.
It's all for you.
SASKO, baking together since 1930.